Hollywood has always been an industry shaped by technology. From the invention of sound in film to the rise of color and the breakthrough of digital editing, each innovation has redefined the art of storytelling. Today, another transformation is underway. This time, driven by artificial intelligence. Quietly and rapidly, AI is changing how scripts are written, how characters are animated, and even how entire cinematic universes are created. At the heart of this shift is the automation of screenwriting. Tools powered by large language models like ChatGPT or bespoke AI trained on thousands of movie scripts can now generate entire scenes, character arcs, or dialogue snippets with remarkable fluency. Studios and independent creators alike are experimenting with these models to overcome writer's block, brainstorm ideas, or generate draft outlines for pitches. What once took days can now be produced in minutes. Of course, this raises immediate questions. Can a machine truly write a compelling screenplay? Can it understand nuance, emotional arcs, or the cultural pulse of the moment? Most experts agree that AI is not yet ready to replace human writers, but it can be a powerful collaborator. Writers now use AI to generate multiple plot variations, test pacing, or simulate how a character might react in a given scenario. It's like having a brainstorming partner who never sleeps and has read every script in existence. Studios are also turning to AI for content optimization. By analyzing decades of box office data, audience demographics, and script structures, AI can help identify what kinds of stories tend to succeed. This data-driven storytelling doesn't dictate creativity, but can guide strategic decisions, like how to structure a trailer, which plot lines resonate with specific age groups, or how long a scene should last before attention drops. But while scriptwriting is evolving, perhaps the most visible impact of AI is in visual effects. Computer-generated imagery, or CGI, has become a cornerstone of modern filmmaking. Now, AI is enhancing this process at every level. Tools like generative adversarial networks, GANs, are being used to create realistic textures, generate facial expressions, or de-age actors. Instead of spending hundreds of hours manually animating a character's face, AI models trained on performance data can do it in seconds. One prominent example is the use of AI in the Star Wars franchise. To recreate a younger version of Luke Skywalker, VFX teams used deep learning models trained on archival footage of Mark Hamill. The result was eerily lifelike, enough to spark both wonder and controversy about the ethics of digital resurrection. Similar techniques are now being explored to bring back deceased actors or create entirely synthetic performances indistinguishable from real ones. In addition to face generation, AI is also being used to automate background creation. Instead of designing each building or landscape element manually, AI can generate cityscapes, crowds, and environments that scale dynamically with the scene. Companies like NVIDIA are developing real-time rendering engines powered by AI that reduce production time and cost while maintaining cinematic quality. These technologies are especially valuable for smaller studios and independent filmmakers. What was once the domain of big-budget productions is becoming more accessible. A small team with access to the right AI tools can now produce effects once reserved for Marvel or Pixar. Democratization of high-end VFX is leveling the playing field and opening the door to new voices and visual styles. But it's not just the production process that's being transformed. AI is starting to impact casting decisions, script approval processes, and even marketing strategies. Some studios are using machine learning to predict how likely a film is to succeed, based on early drafts or trailers. Others use AI to simulate how changes in plot or cast might affect audience reception. This new landscape raises profound questions. What happens to creative jobs when AI can mimic human output so well? Where do we draw the line between innovation and authenticity? Can art created or assisted by AI still move us, inspire us, or feel truly human? These are the debates now unfolding in Hollywood writers' rooms, production houses, and film schools. For many, AI is not a threat, but a tool, a way to enhance creativity, accelerate production, and explore new narrative frontiers. Yet for others, it's a symbol of commodification, a sign that storytelling itself may become just another algorithm to optimize. Still, it's important to remember that AI in Hollywood is not inherently good or bad. It is a reflection of the intentions behind it. In the hands of visionary filmmakers, AI can help tell more inclusive stories, empower artists with limited resources, and push the boundaries of visual imagination. In the hands of purely profit-driven systems, it could reduce storytelling to formulaic outputs devoid of soul. As of now, most AI-generated scripts still require human refinement. The structure may be there, but the subtle emotional beats, the uniquely human moments of surprise, contradiction, and revelation, still elude machines. A robot can generate a monologue, but it doesn't know what heartbreak feels like. It can mimic suspense, but it doesn't sweat through uncertainty. And yet, the tools are evolving fast. AI can now analyze scripts for emotional tone, character balance, and thematic coherence. It can suggest edits, reword lines for pacing, and even recommend music pairings based on emotional cadence. Companies like Runway ML and Sora are developing end-to-end pipelines, where AI assists from storyboard to final cut. In animation, AI-driven motion capture is reducing the need for complex rigs and tracking markers. Actors can perform in minimal setups, while AI reconstructs full-body motion in real time. This opens the door to more spontaneous performances, hybrid live animation styles, and new ways of blending digital and physical expression. As with all disruptive technologies, the industry response has been mixed. Unions like the Writers Guild of America, the WGA, and Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA, have voiced concerns about AI's impact on jobs, residuals, and artistic ownership. Recent negotiations even included clauses ensuring that AI cannot replace credited human writers or be used to clone performances without consent. Ethical questions abound. If an AI generates a new scene using a database of copyrighted material, who owns the result? If a digital clone of an actor appears in a future film, should that actor be compensated or have the right to refuse? These legal and moral puzzles are still being resolved, and the outcome will shape how AI is used across the creative industries. Despite the uncertainty, one thing is clear: AI is here to stay. It will not replace creativity, but it will redefine how it manifests. The filmmakers of tomorrow will not just need cameras and scripts. They'll need prompts, models, and an understanding of how to co-create with machines. And perhaps that's the future Hollywood is heading toward. Not a dystopia of AI-written blockbusters, but a renaissance where artists and algorithms work side by side, where machines handle the mechanics and humans bring the soul, where AI doesn't write the story for us, but helps us write the story we couldn't see before. As the credits roll on the old era of filmmaking, a new scene is being written. And this time, the co-writer might just be made of code. In this evolving chapter of cinema, the story of AI is one of collaboration, not replacement, not domination, but partnership. The best films will still come from minds willing to take risks, tell truth, and make us feel something real. What AI offers is acceleration, amplification, and a chance to imagine differently. The magic of the movies has always been about bending reality to explore deeper truths. With AI, that magic gets a new set of tools. But it's still magic made by humans. Dreamers with a camera, a script, and now a neural network. The future of film may be powered by algorithms, but it will always be guided by vision. So the next time you watch a blockbuster or an indie film, look a little closer. That sweeping CGI shot or perfectly timed line may have had help from a machine, but behind it still stands a human story, a vision, a voice, a choice. I may be the newest member of the creative team, but it will never be the heart. That remains where it has always been, in the storyteller's hands.